Okay everyone, so I went ahead and made 14 masks of 2 different sizes. So these guys are the large, which are indicated by the gray jester strap, and they actually have 4 pleats. Here's these, and these guys have 3 pleats. And the way that they work is you go ahead and flip the loop over your head, and you can adjust these, put them on, and tie it up. Alright, so I've got my folder set up, which is basically a device that just takes 1.5-inch wide strips and folds it so that the 2 ends come together, and then it rolls it over and then stitches it. So this will allow me to just guide through and make a whole bunch of ties real fast. Okay, so next step is all going to be in the ironing process, and really the iron is doing the lion's share of the work on this product in general. So these are the tubes that we just sewed a minute ago. Start by turning them inside out. And in order to get that seam pressed nicely, I'm just sort of rocking it back and forth with my fingers and then pressing it. And an iron is just one of the most important tools you can have when you're sewing. In this case, you're looking for something that is heavy, puts out a lot of heat, and has a really good steam functionality. So you're going to hear as I'm ironing along this sort of clicking noise, which is just generating a burst of steam out of the front of that iron, which will help keep our cotton really crisp and clean. So we are looking for the marks that we made earlier, and I'm going to be using those to fold up to, and I'm starting on the side that does not have the seam. And there we go. That's the whole of it. So anytime you're pressing something, you want to make sure that you let it cool in place. If you go to pick it up or scrunch it up, it's going to keep all of those wrinkles until it cools down. So it's important to leave it on the table as is, or you can even take like a block of wood or something to clamp down on it, and that'll suck out the heat a little faster and allow you to move it sooner. But there we go, and we're just going to work our way through all of those until we have a whole bunch of masks. Here's our straps from earlier, and our size large face masks. It's important to think about which side is up. So when it's put on the face, this wide stripe you want going over your nose, and that's also the one that doesn't have the seam. So the bottom has the seam. So face down, and you want the strap to be making a U where the tabs are going up. So again, if this is where your nose is, you want these guys to be going up, like that. And then this, you line it up with the edge and roll it about 3/4 of an inch, and then another 3/4 of an inch. And now when we go to sew it, you want to make sure you don't sew through your cord, because otherwise it'll be stuck there forever and you won't be able to adjust anything, and nobody wants that. Back tack at the beginning and end in order to keep the stitches intact. about 3/4 of an inch, and it's pretty forgiving, so just roll it however works. In this direction, your presser foot can have a tendency to get caught in these, so just keep an eye on it and keep it pressed down as you sew. And there you are. Mask is done.